like we said, we don't have any recaps this week because everybody's still hungover from the holidays. Speaking of which, we're sorry for missing last week, but we were hungover from the holidays.
Yes. So shout-outs to everyone. Hello. First of all, I want to thank at 5moon for linking me the obituary page for Christine Kavanaugh. I really appreciated that. That was a really nice direct source. Also, I want to thank at XFandoms Online for saying, I love your podcast, Happy New Year, still can't get over the most wonderful time of the queer.
Neither can I.
Neither can we.
That was like the most real reaction I ever had on the show.
I want to thank Anonymous asked us about Codename Kids Next Door, and I said yes. So, yes.
We'll talk about that.
That'll happen one day. Mr. Awesome Potato, again, thank you so much for he mentioned us on his Tumblr. Become a Toonie Goonie today. Guys, if you didn't listen to the Toon Goons podcast yet, you're missing out on some funny yet informative stuff. They are a good podcast that talks about tunes and toon news. And they introduced me to the word stagnant. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Expanding minds and expanding vocabularies.
Yay! And Donovan sent us an email asking us to talk about Static Shock. I want to talk about Static Shock yesterday. I love Static Shock. Also, he asked us if we could voice our opinion on Cartoon Network's Johnny Test.
It's bad.
This is bad.
We don't like it.
It's not even interestingly bad.
It's the most mediocre schlock on television today. The most unremarkable thing on television.
And it exists because I think Tucci said that it costs negative money to make.
It generates bitcoins as they produce it.
It's a producer's investment scam. They're inventing money making it.
That's where the bitcoins come from. It's really from Johnny Test.
I want to thank, everybody who's been following us on Twitter, and, at the Toon Goons, on SoundCloud, commenting on our podcast files, on YouTube. We've gotten a lot more YouTube followers. Thank you.
Our first Toon Goofs went up, 3 cut goofs from our Hey Arnold episode, all of which I really liked. But they just, I gotta cut time in this podcast, and none of them were germane.
And, all of our followers on Tumblr, thank you, all the new people, all the old people, everybody sharing, loving, participating. I read everything, I try to respond to everything. If you have something you want to share, or ask, or say, we have, our Ask is open on Tumblr. We also have an email. It's thetoongoons@gmail.com. Please feel free to send us anything our way. Am I missing anything?
We're on iTunes.
I just had a thought about getting emailed stuff. Since we do, tell people what the next episode is going to be on, what I would like to start, telling people to do is, tell us your questions and opinions on next week's episode, what it's going to be ahead of time. So so we have specific things we can address for you, so we don't have to go back to it at a later date.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And also, be quick about it, though, because the episodes come out on Friday, and we record on the following Monday. So, there's not that much time for us to see them. So, if you listen to the podcast, and if you got a question about the next show, tell us right away. Don't put it on the back burner. Don't be me and forget.
Alright.
Yeah.
Also want to thank Flambutt for saying they really enjoyed our videos. Steven Universe and Clarence, thank you for making wonderful videos. Keep being awesome. Thank you, Flambutt. We will. You keep being awesome. Thank you to everybody. If I didn't mention you, I love you anyway. You guys really make this fun and worthwhile and motivating.
Because if you record a podcast and nobody listens to it, it's I can't imagine anything sadder.
Yeah, no. In this era where there's a podcast about everything, which would lead people to assume that there is an audience for everything, that's rough, buddy.
Next week, continuing what our theme munch, which Tooch has coined, and I'm going to let you say it because it's yours.
Japanuary.
We're going to do some more anime this month. Something else that's not too long, you can knock it out in a weekend or so, is Baccano, which, as a contrast to this one, is probably my favorite anime. Like Fooly Cooly, it helps to watch it twice because it's very Tarantino in its plot structure, only spread out along more time, so there's more to remember. And also, like Tarantino, it's, romanticization of organized crime and excessive violence. It really couldn't be more Tarantino.
Yep, so if you want Tarantino the anime, grab onto your butts.
I think we got everything.
And if you're missing not anime, fear not, friends. It's only 2 more weeks left of January.
Maybe one.
Maybe
we
one.
We missed a week.
We missed a lot.
Japanuary might be a 3-week thing.
Yeah, well, whatever. Well, we'll go back to Western cartoons soon.
Yeah.
Remember to email us about Bakano if you've seen it and have questions for us.
Yep.
Now. Do it now. Right now.
Do it now. And we promise we'll do Samurai Jack. We promise. We super duper promise.
Like, in February, we're doing Samurai Jack.
We promise.
We promise we'll do Samurai Jack. Okay. That's been this episode of the Toon Goons. I've been Nicky.
I've been Nina.
And I am also Tomino-esque. And I'm Tucci.
I don't get it. Was that from the show?
Yeah. That was in that Madcap manga thing where his dad just starts talking about anime and robots and being Tomino-esque.
Okay, I retained literally nothing from that. Thank you for tuning in.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah.